Okay, Mike Masato back with you here, the CEO of Staff Driven Dental and your Dental Road Warrior. First of all, I want to wish a very happy Thanksgiving to all of you out there, all my loyal listeners and watchers. Thank you for all your input, your comments on the show. Anything you'd like to add, please add in your comments. I think that the ending the show with a crazy story from last time created quite an uproar. People seem to like that, those crazy stories from the field and things that I've experienced. Maybe I'll throw one in at the end of every video. Believe God knows I got enough of them. But anyway, today's subject for the holidays, morning huddles and having a plan to start your day. So this is a huge thing that, this has been taught by other people in the field, in my field forever. And but what the hell is a morning huddle anyway? It really has been bastardized into something that is completely ineffective or worthless, and that's why we just drop it out and why we don't do it, or we just don't do it at all. I mean, it's just something that, most offices, the way you start your day is you run into the door, there's patients coming in, and we're all getting there around the same time, and or the staff is there, and the doc, you run in, and we ring the bell, and it's produce till we drop and go home, repeat. Day in and day out. I don't know how you're going to be successful ultimately if going into a day you don't have a plan. The purpose of the morning huddle is not a BS session or to kind of go through the schedule, which is a complete waste of time. You print out the schedule, you stand around half asleep and eating or whatever you're doing at the huddle, and you're going through the huddle and saying, hey, Mary Smith's coming in at noon and she has an MO on 14 and blah blah blah. Waste of time. Okay, we know what she's coming in for. It says it on the schedule. The whole purpose of the morning huddle is really for us to be there and prepared to take on the day mentally, emotionally, spiritually, okay, psychologically, whatever, to be ready for the day and have a plan going in for all of our patients for the day and to be effective. And it helps in many ways. It helps, work on our communication for the day and having a strategy laid out for every single visit that's on the schedule to start the day. All right, really important that we do that. But because some of us don't get warmed up personally until later in the day. Look, I'm not a morning person. I'll admit it. Unless you count 2, 3 in the morning, I'm a morning person because I'm that's how I'm biologically wired. I get some of my best work done late at night. I like being up at night. Some people love crack of dawn, and that's natural for them. And other people, it takes a while, again, to get us warmed up. So that just gets us warmed up for the day. Get us pumped, psyched, excited to start the day. How many people, listening to this really get excited and pumped up to start your day? That goes a long way. The enthusiasm we have to start the day, the energy, the preparedness goes a long way. So having an agenda, which I give you, an outline for these things, to learn how to do an effective huddle. And I have this laid out so you don't have to reinvent the wheel. But it starts with having what I call a strategy for each individual patient coming in. Now, look, the way to look at the schedule is this. This is how I want you to start changing your viewpoint on how you look at a schedule. When you look at a schedule right now, what do you see? You see clinical procedures that need to be delivered, whether they're in hygiene, whether they're in your schedule. You got to change that. These are not clinical procedures to be done. Start looking at these people in the schedule as opportunities, all right? Opportunities for what? Opportunities to speak to people that come in maybe for a referral. Opportunities to close work this time around that was not closed the last time around they were in there. Opportunities to co-diagnose other work. Opportunities to talk about elective work. Opportunities to talk about money that they owe that was not collected that you got to get cleared up. There are dozens and dozens of things, and I have this checklist. It's called the chart review audit check sheet, where basically assistants and hygienists should be prepared when you start to come to the huddle with this done. So when we go around the horn, we're talking about each individual person as an individual strategy coming in. What conversation are we going to have based on various opportunities with each individual patient when they come in the door? That's a more effective huddle for the day. You got a lot more out of your day and a lot higher chance of you hitting your goals if that's the way you go at it. All right, so that's something you need to start the day with your opportunities checklist, and same thing with new patients. Another thing, having a strategy, coming to the huddle with new patient intake forms to discuss the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 new patients that are coming in for the day, so we increase our retention chances and make that new patient experience blow them away. So we want to discuss this at the huddles too. We want to be prepared. We want to be proactive rather than reactive for the day. All right, when you just jump into your day, it's just reactive. We're on our heels all day long, and we're reacting to what comes in the door, all day long. It's bad enough with the phone and other variables that might pop up, emergencies. Why have it be like a crapshoot when it comes to what's on our schedule every day? All right, there's money there, and that's why I talk about many times. Money walks in out of our door all day long. Money bleeds out of our schedule because we are not prepared, because have expectations set and a strategy laid out for every single patient coming in the door that day. So that's how you have to start looking at the huddle when you come in and start your day. It's a motivational thing. We get people pumped up for the day. Share an inspirational quote. Throw a ball around a little bit. Get the juices flowing. Share some wins and success stories from the day before. Let's look. I always talk about look at yesterday, today, and tomorrow. Take a quick reflection back on yesterday. See how the day went. Pluses and minuses. So we can repeat the good things and negate the bad things. Or looking at today, having a strategy, and tomorrow, what's up ahead? Do we have some holes we got to fill? Do we have some people that we need to get in the schedule? Things like that. All right. So that's again, I'm giving you a crash course. There's a lot more to these huddle procedures than what I'm just telling you right now. But you can see it's a lot more than we're doing right now. And we all just shuffle in. And look, this is the thing that you have to make mandatory. It's like you have to be there, docs. Staff's got to be there. Oh, I don't want to come in early. I don't want. Look, this is going to make, if you have a bonus system, it's all tied in. It gives them an opportunity, a better chance, if shot at hitting their bonus if we're prepared and we have a strategy going in every single day. So these huddles should take maybe 20 minutes, in an average size office. If you're a gigantic office and you're bigger, well, they take longer. So block out the time. It's well worth it. That's our team time to work on the practice and be prepared for the day. So put it in. Oh, we have multiple shifts. Okay, great. Well, you have a huddle for the shift in the morning, and then in the afternoon, you can have your manager catch them up from the morning and have a mini second shift huddle if that's the case. Or if you start your day late one day, or you want everybody to be there because they come in at different times, do your huddle for the next day, the night before. Figure it out. You can get creative with this kind of stuff. Just because it says morning huddle doesn't have to be a morning. It could be a night huddle for the next day. It's fine. We also go over numbers at this huddle. We want to talk our goals. Are we on track for our goals? Are we on pace? Are we off pace? That's how we're going to hit goals, if you talk about them and look at them. We can't wait till the end of the month and go, how did we do? Are we going to get there? Of course you're not going to get there. If you're not looking at this thing, what's the score? Everybody should know it. All right? There's a lot that goes on at the morning huddle. It's a vitally important part, and should be, of your day to implement with your staff to get on board and do this kind of thing. It's just, best thing to do is just throw it in and start. All right, even if you don't have the exact steps, it's better than something's better than doing nothing. I always say the worst thing you can do is nothing. Do something, have it on, start it on your schedule, make it a habit. Don't drop it out, because I know many of you listening are saying, "Well, we used to do huddles, Mike. We used to do this." Yeah, we used to, and what happened? It's a very insidious thing how things just drop out of a practice, and we no longer do them anymore to our detriment. Okay, a little coaching on the morning huddle. I hope that was helpful. If you enjoyed this episode. Okay, one more story, all right? Everybody wants a story. You thought the last one was pretty gross and nasty. I do this exercise when I'm starting with new clients. We go around the room and we have them kind of icebreaker, to have doctors and staff share something surprising or shocking about themselves. And I wish I had taken better notes back in the day, because the things I've heard over the last 21 years would blow your mind. I mean, I could write a book that would just shock the heck out of people if they read the stuff that I heard. But some of these things you remember and you don't forget, like the story I told last time about Lisa having to make. Well, this one is almost as nasty, because it's about we talked about going around the room, and the front desk was saying people were all pointing to surprising and shocking things, and it was an office I was doing in Manhattan one time, and they all pointed out the little habit that a front desk person had of having food and snacking at the front desk. I said, well, I don't recommend having food at the front desk and snacking at the front desk. And he said, yeah, but she keeps a little dish at the front desk of her toenails, which she likes to chew on and swallow and eat throughout the course of a day. I'm pausing right now for a dramatic effect. Yeah, I said that. This woman at the front desk has some kind of strange, bizarre fetish where she would take her toenail clippings, put them in a little dish, and snack on them, okay, as if they were like bar nuts, okay, at the front desk. Okay, can't make this stuff up. Unbelievable. And what's even more shocking and amazing is that they allowed this to happen, and it was going on. I mean, maybe they didn't notice it. People didn't, but can you imagine? I mean, this is the kind of sick, twisted stuff that goes on in my life. Thus is the life, okay, of myself in the dental field as the that's why I'm the dental road warrior. Okay, I really put up with it. It's a war zone and a battle of all the crazy stuff that you hear out there. So no eating at the front desk. Make a good policy, because you might find this out one day. Some pretty disgusting things going on. Again, can't make this stuff up. All right. Again, hope you enjoyed the episode. If you loved it, share it, please. I appreciate you doing that. Spread the word. Put it out there. This was episode 14. I don't know if I said that when I started this, but episode 14. I'll be back with 15 sometime shortly after the Thanksgiving holiday. Enjoy, everyone.